in southern Spain, where Malaga hosts the final tour stop of the 2018 Vans BMX Pro Cup. Today, 12 of the world's best park riders will battle it out to take home gold. Don't go anywhere. The 2018 World Championships starts now.
Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wonderful people all over the world. Thanks for joining us right now here. We are live in Malaga, Spain, from the Ruben Alcantara skate park, the Vans BMX Pro Cup Finals, World Championships. My name is Andy Zeiss. I'm joined here with my partner in crime, Mr. Sebastian Kipp. Good to see you, Baz.
I am so excited to be here, Andy. We've got the best riders in the world riding the best skate park in the whole world.
Exactly, without a doubt. This is what's going down, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final event, and this will happen all over the year 2018. We kicked off things nice and early in 2018 season in spring in Sydney, Australia, where Teresa Ascoaga took her home, followed by Huntington Beach. Nikita claimed that win. Guadalajara, Mexico was the last stop, where Angie Marino claimed that #1 title, and now all eyes are on this event here in Malaga, Spain. I have a very, very good feeling, ladies and gentlemen, there's gonna be a really, really tight race. Teresa Ascoaga, comfortable first position, followed by Angie, who's unfortunately slightly handicapped here, Baz, but I feel that it's gonna be a gnarly one.
Yeah, it could all change today, Andy. Teresa's in first place, but if Angie pulls it out of the bag, she could catch her up.
Check out what happened just a couple of weeks ago in Guadalajara, Mexico. Here's some snippets for you guys. Look at that, it's Teresa with coming in the 4th place in Guadalajara. Again, let's just point out one more time. She did take home the win after the first stop. Macarena with the 3rd place here. Very, very challenging bowl to ride in Guadalajara, Mexico, if I remember right. Nina B, Austin, Texas, one of the pioneers of female riding in the BMX world. And of course, not but not least, look at that huge, huge transfer coming out of Angie Marino, and a well-deserved first place here for Angie. Yeah. All of those ladies traveled all the way here to Malaga. And the big question is, Baz, who's going to claim that title 2018?
It's all going to happen today, Andy. It was an emphatic win from Angie Marino in Mexico. We had the semi-finals yesterday to see who would make it through to today's final. We had some different girls out there. We had Lara Lessman. She ended up on top in the semi-finals. So
let's check out some highlights coming out of semi-finals from yesterday. Hannah Roberts, always like an eye catcher. Here's Lara. You just mentioned her, like really, really good. Like Lara's not one of those ladies who normally ride a bowl by any, but she made it look awesome.
Yeah, and like you said, Andy, it's the first time we've seen Hannah Roberts here. You see those flares, so it could all change today. We've not seen Hannah and Lara Lessman on the beginning of the tour, so it would be quite interesting to see how Lara competes against Angie Marino and the other girls.
Exactly right, and this park here, created by the mastermind himself, Mr. Ruben Alcantara, this footprint asks for being creative. You have to do the tricks, you got to find those lines, and you're a rider yourself. How difficult is it to have like your mindset on a masterpiece course like this?
I mean, with a park that's this great, it's easy. Ruben's made it a really easy for you to hit everything and it flows. But we're going to get breakdown right now, I think, of the park course. What's happening, guys? Sebastian Kipp here. We are joined by Nina Buitrago, one of the legends of the women's freestyle scene. Nina, how do you go out there on a playground like this and impress the 4 judges?
Well, it's one of my favorite parks ever. It was built by Ruben Alcantara, and there's so much style and flow. The wave over there, the spine, the quarters, the hips. This place makes me want to go fast at everything.
Okay, let's take a closer look at some of the obstacles you want to hit. Okay, Nina, I just want to talk about this incredible obstacle. What is it?
Well, it looks like a wave, so I try to ride it like a wave. You just come into it with a lot of speed and hopefully make it upside down and out of there before anything else happens.
We are here at the 9-foot quarter pipe. I know you like this ramp. How do you approach it?
I try to get more speed every run. This quarter pipe's so fun. The faster you go, the higher you can go, and it just feels really good just to lay one down, try to throw a tabletop in there.
This obstacle is one of the most classic obstacles we see at skate parks, the spine ramp.
Well, the spine's a bit scary if you go to grind it. You know, there's always the fear of going over the other side by accident, but I use it as best I can in true Nina form, and I just grind it as far as I can.
I can't wait to see you ride. Best of luck. We'll be cheering you on.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was Nina B, and that was awesome, by the way. Good job on that one, Baz. I'm getting pumped up, boys and girls, because this is what's going on down. Women's finals, followed by men's finals. I'm excited. Goosebumps.
You know what, Andy? The women's BMX scene has come on leaps and bounds in the past few years. Their progressions is incredible. I can't wait.
Exactly right. We're going to be back in a few moments here. Have a quick little breather. Ladies and gentlemen all over the world, thanks for tuning in here. All the BMX enthusiasts watching us live right now on Red Bull TV. Welcome to the BMX Advanced BMX Pro Cup World Championship out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Beautiful scenes here, as you can see. Wonderful, good-looking people here gathered in the Ruben Alcantara skate park, and we are about to unleash female riding. My name is Andy Zeiss. Join here one more time. Absolute pleasure having you next to me, Baz.
I'm stoked to be here, Andy, and who wouldn't? We've got a mouth-watering contest coming up. We've got the female BMX contest about to go down on the greatest course ever built.
That's without a doubt, like Nina just said earlier. It's, you know, one of her favorites, if not the most favorite park on the planet, you know. And Ruben Alcantara built this skate park, so it's getting shredded by these 12 females. And we are going to see 2 heats out of 6. 2 heats in total, 3 runs per heat, 60 seconds maximum per run. And the riders can utilize full time regardless of faults. What does that mean?
It basically means that they have a little bit more room to relax. They can go out there, do their best, and they can afford to fall, which means they can gamble a little bit more. They can try some of the big tricks, and the judges won't penalize them too much if they fall. So we should see some big tricks, Andy.
So that format also really allows those ladies to go really creative. And if you have 3 runs, you can be creative, show different stuff, you know. And then I think this is the perfect contest format for an event like this. This is our heat sheet number 1 here. We have Mar Esquer from Madrid, España, Jay Lewis, and we have Anahi Valentina Hannah Roberts from the United States, Lotta Gruber from Altrep in Germany, and last but not least, we got Lara Lessman from Flensburg in Germany, and she absolutely dominated yesterday's semifinals already.
That's right, Andy. Lara hasn't ridden. We haven't seen Lara in the beginning stages of the tour, but she came out yesterday in the semi-finals and qualified in first place. So it'll be interesting to see her go up against some of our tour favorites today.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The first rider dropping in right now, opening up the 2018 Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championships, Mar Esquer on course.
Yeah, she started well. She's flowing around.
Like we said earlier, that bowl is asking for getting those, connecting the dots, being creative, finding those lines, and now she's getting airtime over the jump box.
Yeah, she's using the whole core switch as well, but she might want to start thinking about maybe a trick or maybe to hit the box again. The judges will want to see her in the air at some point.
She's got like 20 seconds still on the clock, Baz. Enough time to fill in like one last little finishing touch. Flying out, Lara Lessman. And I think it's fair to say she's gonna call it. Let's not forget, it is Malaga in Spain, and the weather is treating us with the warm temperatures right now, so she's maybe householding a little bit with her energy, but good performance coming out of Lara Lessman.
Yeah, it's always hard to go out and be the first rider in the competition. There's a lot of nerves, a lot of expectation, but she went out there and she looked like she had fun.
Without a doubt, and as we speak, the girls are getting ready. They're pumping each other up, and Jay Lewis dropping in for a first visit to the course right now.
22 years old.
Yeah,
nice steezy tabletop, Baz.
Yeah, nice table to start the run. She's going to want to start well, and then hopefully she wants a twist in the middle of the run, and she wants to finish with a big ending.
Good, clean air over that jump box, that middle piece, the island.
Notice how bright it is out there, Andy. She's got the sunglasses on. Oh, unlucky, Jay.
Unlucky indeed, but no big deal. Going for a brakeless, a 360 tail tap, that's a bit of a ballsy move here.
Super technical. Like you said, she has no brakes on her bicycle, so it's a little bit hard to keep the balance with that back wheel.
She's got 15 seconds still on the clock. That probably is not enough time here to add some finishing touches to her first visit to the course. But the good news is she has 2 more runs to go. Little thing here. Going for it again. No big deal. Regardless, Jay Lewis looking good so far, giving the knuckles. The sisterhood is strong here in female BMX riding, especially at the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Tour. On the screens right now. Beautiful shots here overlooking this masterpiece created by the legend himself, Mr. Ruben Alcantara.
This is
Anaya Valentina dropping in on the right-hand side. Here we go. 21 years of age out of Ecuador.
Yeah, nice double peg on the 9-foot quarter pipe there. Super high, that quarter pipe. One of the highest on the course, so the judges will like that.
Going a little bit over the hip. Off the going, upside down, off axis, into the wave. Little carve to the left, to the right. 30 seconds still on the clock for Anaya.
At this stage in the run, you really start to feel tired. You know, it's hot out there, and as you can see, it's hard at the end of your run. She went down there, but she's okay. We'll see her in the next run.
The one thing I really like about Anaya is she always keeps her smile. Look at that. She's having a blast out here in Malaga, and I can't blame her. What a wonderful city it is here. Amazing job. High fives from everyone. The sisterhood is strong here. And in the background, none other than Hannah Roberts is getting prepared and getting prep talked for her first visit to the course.
Okay, Andy, well, we're going to expect to see some big tricks from Hannah Roberts. She definitely knows her way around the skate park. She's got big moves. She's got a lot of experience. So get ready. This is going to be a good run, I guarantee.
Here we go. Hannah on course, starting off things with a big flare. Wow. Let's not forget, she is a kitchen local, the park, and created by Brad Banasewicz.
Yeah, look at that. Great start to her run. She started with a flare, big backflip 180 onto the bank. She's kept her speed. We saw a bar spin, slashing around in the wave. Nice table over the hip.
Had a bit of bad luck in Huntington Beach, if I remember right, and she wants some redemption. That is clear. Tail tap on the top of that wedge. Going for a tail whip. 20 seconds still on the clock. Where is she taking it? Taking off the hands from the handlebars, putting it nice in their laps. All right, and she is pumped up. Thank you, and give us the rock horns. Hannah Roberts coming out of the United States. The crowd is appreciating the scenes that are currently happening here.
Yeah, that was an amazing run. She started well, she finished well, she had a twist in the middle. She's happy with that one. She'll probably go into first place, I would have thought, with that one. I don't like to speculate, I probably shouldn't, but that was really, a really good run.
All right, dropping in Lara Lessman. 18 years young.
Looks like she's
getting that carve in.
in a similar fashion as Lara Lessman is not putting any pedals in, and the judges take note.
Just under that tombstone, going for a nice little tabletop over the hip.
Here we go.
Has a good speed. The question is, where's she going to take the speed?
In the zone. Got the shades on and also has a big hit air into the top.
Oh yeah, taking advantage of that wave again.
You see how high she was in the wave there, Andy? The judges were really appreciating that yesterday in the semi-finals.
20 seconds pass. Is she able to add another little thing, finishing move here? To put that cherry on top of that egg, put that cherry on that cake.
Yeah, right now she'll be feeling the tiredness in her legs, but hopefully she can finish with something. Nice.
Good and solid run, I have to say. Good performance here. First visit to the course coming out of the German. And we're going to keep things in Germany right now, because none other than yesterday's #1 qualifier after semifinals, Lara Lessman is about to drop in.
Yeah, Lara was really impressive yesterday. She doesn't ride many bowl competitions. She tends to ride wooden skate parks more. It's the first time we've seen her on the tour, and it's great to have her. She's an amazing rider, and she really showed it yesterday when qualifying in first.
Turning things down here over the spine, technical moves, getting that speed. She wants that speed, taking that speed, going full carve with Mach 10. Look back over the jump box. More like the half a minute still remaining on the clock for Lara. Going on the tombstone. Nice.
Amazing. That was really good looking, that step through over the box jump.
Picture perfect run so far coming out of Lara. 20 seconds.
Nice little foot plant on the vert wall. Yeah, another look back over the hip.
Go on, Lara. Throwing the bars.
Throwing the bar spin at the end of her run.
And the crank flip out. Give it up. Nice one.
She's happy with that one.
Lessman. Being a rider yourself, Baz, you want to make sure to get that first run out of the way, score some solid points here, because then you still have another 2 or 3, things to focus on in your second and third run.
Exactly. Should be a lot more relaxed now for her second and third run.
Wonderful shots here, wonderful scenes. Coming straight out of Malaga. If you just joined us here, welcome to Red Bull TV and welcome to the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship, the final event of the 2018 season. As we said earlier, Baz, we already kicked off things nice and easy in Sydney, Australia. Then we went to the motherland of action sports in Huntington Beach, California, Guadalajara, Mexico, and we couldn't have asked for a better final spot than here in Malaga, Spain, at the Ruben Alcantara skate park. All the boys and girls are getting ready, getting super pumped up. And speaking of the boys, that's another badass highlight of today, the men's finals. But we are getting a look back right now after the scores. Here's a little bit of a recap what just went down after each of the ladies' first run.
Yeah, we saw some good riding in Heat 1. The ladies went out there, we saw that double peg on the big quarter pipe, nice tire grab over the box jump. The females really showing the ladies at home how to ride a concrete skate park. Just a little tumble there. But here's Hannah Roberts with that big backflip 180. No hander over the spine. Bar spin on the quarter. Look at that, tail whip to finish. Incredible.
Yeah, she was definitely pumped and stoked about her first performance. Lotta Gruber, really like her helmet. I love that style of the helmet.
Yeah, I like Lotta Gruber's style. She goes out there with a smile on her face, rips around the bowl, plenty of speed. And the judges like her style, which is always a plus. And there's Lara Lessman. She finished first yesterday in the qualifying round. And she She did well in her first run. She went out there, she put her tricks together, and she'll be a lot more relaxed when it comes to her second and third run.
She does have a tapered, like taped up, like knuckles or fingers. I don't know. Like, did she crash yesterday? I didn't see that.
She went down hard yesterday, yeah. So she's had to tape herself back up, pick herself up, and ride.
And there's your score after first runs, the current standings. And this is like a standing in progression where Lara Lessman is currently in the number 1 spot. But again, let's not forget, this is an overall impressions judged system. And this is the current standings so far. And all the ladies have a couple more chances to quite up their game. Mar Esquer out of Madrid dropping in for a second visit to the course.
Mar Esquer's starting with lots of speed, heading into the bowl. Look at that, pedaling through the course. She can't go fast enough. Here she goes, heading towards the box jump. Nice, floating over the box there, landing smooth into the back of the landing.
The Spanish local, maybe slightly in advantage. She knows this park quite well, even if she comes out of Madrid, the capital here. But she's a frequent visitor in Malaga.
It's so tough out there today, it's so hot, and the skate park's very big, so it takes a lot of energy to navigate your way around the whole course.
And it looks like she's waving it off. She says gracias to the crowd and gracias for her second performance. Again, it's not mandatory. The riders do not necessarily need to take advantage of the full 60 seconds. They have the opportunity, but they do not necessarily need to. Jay Lewis, the British female shredder, dropping in.
Oh, amazing turn down into the flat bank. As you can see, Andy, it's totally up to the rider how they approach their run. You see Jay Lewis starting completely differently to Mar Esquer. She went with the box jump and the quarter pipe, but she started well. She's going to want a big trick in the middle, hopefully, and then a nice ending.
Good little carve here on that extension. Going for that 3T tab again. So for all you ladies and gentlemen that tuning us right now, she is one of the riders that has no brakes on her bicycle, which makes it even more difficult doing a 360 rotation on your back tire.
Yeah, we saw her pull the fakie there, which is where you roll backwards and then turn out to face forwards again. It's really hard to do that. Obviously, riding backwards in a high pressure situation like in a contest is difficult, but she did it. She nailed it.
And we are taking things back here to Latin America, to Ecuador, to Anahi Valentina, who is about to drop in again for his second run. The stoke is high for all the ladies. The camaraderie is big. Oh, look at that kick out. I love that one. Yeah. Looks like she's stepping things up a little bit, cranking it up a notch.
Yeah, we saw the tire grab over the hip there.
Anahi is well one of the riders that decides to have no brakes on her bicycle, which means you have to be fully committed on any wall of what you've taken on this park. Not much room for failures here. Riding without brakes, and she's got 20 seconds still on the clock.
She has used every inch of this course so far, Andy.
Taking off the hands from the handlebars, going for that no-hander. Bar spin fly out, throwing the bar 360.
A solid run from Anahi Valentina.
Hannah dropping in the background while Anahi is getting prepared for a final visit. Here we go, Hannah Roberts. Another one hot minute.
Okay, we saw Hannah do the flare in her first run. She started the second one differently. Look at that, bar spin over the spine. Very scary trick.
Yeah, you want to make sure jumping over the spine is one thing, but letting, like, detach yourself, like the hands are from the handlebars and spinning the bars for like a full 360 rotation, making sure to catch it in time before your front wheel hits the landing. That's a very hard trick indeed.
Yeah, nice tabletop over the hip. Can she finish with a big trick, Andy? I think we're going to see a flare. There's the bar spin again.
This time over a hip.
She won't want to repeat the same trick too many times.
Again, it's one of those things, like what the judging format allows the riders to be creative. You don't want to necessarily repeat your runs because this is an overall impression judged format, which basically asks all of the riders and the athletes to be creative, be original. If you show the judges already what you're capable to do, you don't necessarily need to do it a second time. So think about like, and you know, be different, right? Different.
Lotta Gruber has started strong, Andy. We saw her with the one hand over the box jump. Look at that, nice table over the hip, keeping her speed. She looks very comfortable out there.
Kicking it things out, the back wheel.
Look at
Wow,
that.
that was high one.
Really high in the wave. That is very scary going up that high. Nice. Over like bike tweak into the bank. She's making it look good. Yeah.
Almost like effortless, like she has like that smooth and solid style. X up.
Final 10 for Lara Gruber.
Last little moments here out of hers second visit.
It was a great run, Lotta. She looks tired. You know, it's very difficult. As I've been saying, it's midday heat here in Malaga. Not easy to go out there and pull a full run. But here we got Lara Lessman. Yes, big turn down over the box jump. Kept plenty of speed. Look at that, ripping around the bowl corner. Turn down over the spine.
Lara's one of those ladies that are tearing apart all the contests around the world. Wow!
Did you see that, Andy?
Was it Indian?
No footed can-can. Yeah, it could have been an Indian air, which is where you kick your feet over the back wheel.
Toboggan, there's like where you detach one hand, like you let it go, and then you spread it a little bit more, like a sled forward. Stepping things through here with a can-can, one leg over the top tube of that BMX bike. A little more than 10 seconds for Lara. Airing over the keyhole.
You'll notice, Andy, how she's doing a trick on every obstacle. She definitely has a lot of experience, Lara Lessman. That was a very impressive run.
Everyone is super pumped for Lara right now. And we are looking into the last little runs here, coming all the ladies here in heat number 1.
Yeah, this is where the riders are gonna think to themselves, okay, I've had 2 runs, I've gone out there, but now it's my 3rd and final run. Now's the time to lay down that trick that I wanted to try. I've got a little bit more time to do so now.
You want to make it count, though. World Championship, that's all I'm saying. No pressure. But this is the final event out of the 2018 season, so all the ladies competing here deserved this spot to be 1 out of 12 female riders here in the World Championships final event. Quick little recap, what came out of all the ladies in heat number 1.
Yeah, Maresca started well. You see that very high in the wave down in the bottom of the course. But she did tend to run out of steam towards the end. And here we had Jay Lewis. Nice turn down on the flat bank. She had some nice moves too. Smooth over the box jump. Here we saw that 360 tap. Didn't quite get it, but she gave it a good few attempts. And there's that fakie, landing backwards, rolling backwards, keeping her nerve.
Anahi goes super fast and super high over that wedge, grabbing that front wheel. Bar spin fly out coming out of the Fedorian. Hannah Roberts.
Hannah's second run wasn't as good as her first run. We didn't see her do the backflip 180, but she opted for a different route around the course. Sometimes it's good to try something new. See that bar spin over the hip.
Going back to Lotta. Super high carb, off axis, almost like her momentum of the body was lower than the bicycle.
And Lara Lessman. We finished with Lara Lessman here. She went out there, she showed them how it was done. If you ask me, she did lots of tricks, she used the whole course, she finished well.
All right, back to the standing. Lara Lessman remains in the #1 spot, followed by Hannah Roberts, Anai in third, Lotta J, and the last spot so far is Mar Esker. But again, Baz, all the ladies have one more run still to compete here in #1, in heat #1, before we continue with another 6 ladies in heat #2. Mar Esker is the rider that is getting ready right now. The Spanish local shredder coming out of the capital city, Madrid. There seems to be a little bit of confusion going on. Everyone is looking for Mar. That was Teresa Ascoaga right now. The wonderful people of Malaga against the Rockhorns, and there she is. Maybe had like a final little technical thing. Everyone is like, hey, where were you?
She went for a siesta.
Can't blame her. It's Spain, and it's bloody hot.
Okay, Mar Esker, better late than never. Let's see what you got for your 3rd and final run.
Yeah, Mar.
She's just happy to be here, Andy. Look at this. She's got a smile on her face, flowing the course nicely. But she's not going to place as high as some of the more experienced girls, Andy. But she's out there having fun, and that's all that matters.
Looking at the last 30 seconds here for her performance here in the finals.
If there's a trick she's always wanted to try, now would be the time to try it. Everyone's watching.
No pressure. No pressure, Baz. 15 seconds.
Round of applause for Mar Esker. Great having you here.
Well done indeed. She can be proud of herself. Like, again, she deserved this spot here in the finals. But we are dragging the attention back to the United Kingdom, back to Jay Lewis. Taking up one hand from the handlebar. Kicking things out for a steezy tabletop.
Really good tabletop that was, Andy. Really nice and high, and it was laid very flat. The judges would definitely like that. Same over the box. This is a great start to her 3rd run. We saw her try that 360 tap over in the far corner of the skate park in her 1st and 2nd run. Didn't quite get it. I wonder if she's going to go back and try again.
Oh, going fakie. Pulling it.
Wow.
Nice.
Really, really good that was. To land fakie, Andy, as I said earlier, super difficult.
20 seconds. Go on, Jay. Ah!
So close. She's getting closer.
She's still got time. Go for it, Jay. Go for it. She's got time.
She's got 10 seconds. Come on. Come on, Jay. Nope, she doesn't want it.
All right, that concludes here the 3rd and final visit out of Jay Lewis. And we're going back to Ecuador, back to Anai Valentina. Full speed ahead. Good little air into the wedge.
Really impressive. Sorry, I'm really impressed with Anai Valentina. She went out there in her 1st and 2nd run and changed things up each time. We saw different tricks, we saw lots of speed.
Oh.
She's really enjoying herself.
Got a little buck there.
But it's now or never. She has 25 seconds left of her run to show the world what she's capable of.
20 seconds.
Heading towards the box jump.
Go for it.
Yes, both hands off the grips there.
Good little carve in the ball corner. 10 seconds. Come on, girl, use them. Nice fast plant.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is a time she can be very, very proud of herself. A sweet performance here, taking it back, a good performance and a good experience back to Ecuador. Anai Valentina, she can be really, really proud of herself, getting the high fives and the knuckles from all the sisters here on the deck. Before we go back to Hannah Roberts.
got tricks up her sleeve, this young lady. We saw the no-hander over the hip, keeping her speed. She's got a lot of big tricks, Andy. I've got a feeling she might get them out too. She's in the second place right now, so she could do with bumping herself up and just giving it a little bit extra to take Lara off the top spot. As she heads down into the run-up for the box jump.
Bar spin.
Slow bar spin.
20 seconds. Come on, Hannah. Another bar spin on a 5-foot quarter pipe.
She's looking tired.
Come on, Hannah, 10 seconds. You got this, girl.
Digging deep. Oh,
Going for the tail whip fly out, and none other than the Fids is absolutely stoked, raising his arms into the air. He's always one of those gentlemen and fine gentlemen that supports BMX. Lotta Gruber dropping in. Third visit to the course and last chance for Lotta to collect some points here at the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championships in Malaga. Kicking things out here over the hip, Baz.
She's making it look good, Andy, and I think she's got a bright future ahead of her, Lotta Gruber. She looks very comfortable out there, indeed. Look at that, nice airs, nice carve, look, big high carve on the wave.
Effortless and smooth as style indeed. 25 seconds. Come on, Lotta. Come for the carve again. Using that speed for that hip. Go over that volcano. Into the bull corner. Last little finishing touches. All right. Dankeschön, and thank you very much here for Lotta Gruber. All right, she's determined, she's focused. Originally from Flensburg in Germany, now lives in Berlin, Germany. Look at that.
Lovely knack over the box jump, Andy. She's had two very great runs. Can she put the icing on top of the cake?
That is the big question indeed. And let's not forget here, everyone, if you just joined us, this is heat number 1. We still got 6 ladies to go in heat number 2. So this contest and competition in the finals is not done yet. But Lara was the female rider who is currently sitting in a very comfortable first place. Wow, going for the combos.
Yeah, we saw the C grab there, just late step through.
Come on, Lara. A little more than 15. Shout out to all the riders in Germany cheering Lara up right now, sending messages. And she's flying out.
Very consistent 3 runs from Lara Lessman.
Looks like she wants to do one thing in the end. Bar spin fly out. Was that a combo? Did she even was it like a crank flip in the end too?
It looked like she took her feet off, which is pretty crazy because not many people can do that trick.
A lot of high fives, a lot of hugs, a lot of knuckles we see. That's the support and the camaraderie we like to see within the sisterhood here and the female riders. So as we just mentioned many times before, Baz, Lara was the rider, the female rider, sitting in the comfortable first place after the overall judged and overall impression judged here by our most highly decorated judges sitting here and watching the scenes live on site. But we still got another heat with another 6 women still to go, Baz.
This heat's going to be very interesting to watch. We've got Nina Butrago, Angie Marino, Teresa Azcoroga, Peris Benigas, Jessie Gregory, and Nikita Ducaros. So there is a lot at stake in this final, Andy. As we know, we have the World Championship standings all to ride for.
Absolutely right. On the big screens right now, a slightly handicapped Angie Marino, the winner out of Guadalajara, Mexico, the last stop here. Hey, Angie, good to see you here in Malaga. But she wants to give it a try, she told me earlier, she didn't came all the way here to Malaga in Spain to disappoint the fans, so she will definitely take an opportunity to roll in. Warm-up run warm-up runs here from the ladies. They are getting the blood flowing, getting the energy going, and these are the wonderful people that are watching us live on site. We're going to leave you with this beautiful shots right now, and we're going to be back after a quick little breather. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Buenos dias from Malaga in Spain, and welcome back to the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championships. We are just wrapped up heat number 1 in the female finals, and we getting physically and mentally prepared and ready right now for heat number 2. Joined here with my partner in crime, Sebastian Keith. Baz, you already said we got Nikita Dukaros, Jesse Gregory, Paris Benegas, Angel Marino, and the current lady that is sitting in the World Tour ranking number 1, none other than the local Teresa Ascoaga.
Yeah, I'm so impressed with the female BMX scene in the past few years, Andy. The progression has been incredible. These girls are going faster, higher, they can do more tricks, and it's so cool to see.
Teresa was the lady that claimed the number 1 spot and the win in Sydney, Australia. Nikita Dukaros won the Huntington Beach event. Angel Marino came back with the claimed win in Mexico. And yeah, I'm going to be super excited to see who will walk away with the 2018 World Championship title.
Yeah, it's exciting, Andy. If Angie wins, she basically takes the World Championship. But if Teresa wins, she takes it. So it's all to ride for here in Malaga.
We're going to give it throw it back to Daryl on the deck right now, who's standing next to Lara Lessman.
Wow, thank you so much, guys. Well, I'm down here on the course with Lara Lessman. Lara, it's such a pleasure watching you ride, and I believe this is your first time at the Vans BMX Pro Cup. What's this experience like for you?
Thanks, Daryl. It's a big experience for me. It's the first time. It's an honor for me to be here. It's amazing crowd here, amazing park, and I had a lot of fun.
Well, it definitely looked like you had a lot of fun out there. I gotta ask, as a fellow rider, what's it like being on this one-of-a-kind skate park here in Malaga?
It's been a big honor for me. I've been already in February, and I love this park.
How does this compare to your normal riding and where you're normally at skate parks?
Normally I ride in Berlin, which is Mellow Park. It's out of wood. But riding a concrete part is also something different. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I gotta ask you, I saw you riding. You did some switch foot pedaling out there before some turn downs. Describe to some of our riders out there who are watching you, what's that about?
Normally I ride goofy, but sometimes I switch my foot to do better tricks like turn on, crank up. I just think it feels easier, so I just do it.
Well, it was awesome watching you do it out in the bowl. Thank you so much. I'm going to be cheering you on, and it's an honor having you here. Back to you, Andy and Baz.
Thank you very much, Lara. Thank you very much, Daryl. What an awesome chick. Like, she's out here having an absolute blast, and we're taking on the big screens right now. We have Lara Lessman with an 86, and then followed by Anaya Valentino sitting in second place. Hannah Roberts right now in the third position, but we still got a couple of ladies here to go, Baz.
You know what? Those results really prove how important it is to do 3 impressive runs. You have to be consistent, because you can see that Hannah Roberts has dropped to third, which is very interesting.
Without a doubt, and we are taking one more time a big attention here to this wonderful masterpiece created by the legend himself, Mr. Ruben Alcantara. That was Nikita Ducaros, the winner out of Huntington Beach, California, and she wants a little bit more. Hopefully, she will score like some other more points here from coming out of the judges. Being a rider yourself, Baz, what goes through their mind and what are the judges looking for?
You know what, Andy? It's very difficult to judge a contest. Sometimes the big tricks aren't as difficult as the more technical tricks. But look, you can see there, it's style, difficulty, flow, and originality, and riders are scored after each run. Scores get replaced as heat advances. The final score is based on the overall impression over the 3 runs. So it's about consistency, Andy.
Consistency is the magic and the key word, I would say. And again, all the ladies that had 3 opportunities to shred this course and 3 opportunities to collect points coming out of the judges. And again, it's an overall impression judging format, which means you are asked to be creative. You are asked to be original, not necessarily been asked to repeat tricks. And this is the heat number 2. We got Nikita Ducaros, we got Jessie Gregory out of Huntington Beach, California, Paris Benegas out of Reno in the United States, Nina B out of Austin, Texas, Angel Merito, originally out of Tempe in Arizona, now lives in San Diego, and the number 1 lady to beat is none other than Teresa Ascoaga, coming here out of northern Spain. I'm getting excited right now because all the ladies here that are currently in the number 3 spots are riding in this heat, and first a rider dropping in right now should be none other than Nikita Ducaros, who is on course right now. Here we go, Baz.
Wow, nice step through over that hip. She's got the full face helmet on for the extra safety, and she's got a lot of speed. Look, heading into the box jump. Nice toboggan. You can already tell the level has stepped up in this heat.
Without a doubt, and she's still got 30 seconds even to go to collect more points of that. Stepping through here, throwing a leg over the top tube out of the bike. 20 seconds, a little bit more. 1 foot tabletop. Throwing the bike like off axis, like tabletop. That's why we do call the trick the tabletop, because it's flat as a table, and she even made the variation, putting 1 foot off the pedals.
Yeah, it was a solid run. She went out there, she hit everything, she did different tricks, she kept her speed. So we can tell from the first heat that judges are rewarding people on consistency over the 3 runs.
Team manager Lee Ramsdale here doing it for Mongoose, supporting his athlete. And we are dropping in Jessie Gregory out of Huntington Beach, California. And if I'm not mistaken, this is her first visit here in Malaga, Spain. So I would say Malaga, Spain has quite similar temperatures and climate as California. So that might mean that she's slightly in advantage, weather-wise at least.
Look how much speed she's got, Andy. She is flying around the bowl right now. Wow.
She is pumping it and utilizing that speed, taking a good air over that jump box. Looking very, very good. Jessie Gregory absolutely shredding this course like it should be shredded.
Incredibly aggressive start to her run.
Grabbing that front tire, the wheel grab as we call it in BMX.
So much speed.
Go on. You still got 15 seconds. All right. She says thank you. She had enough here. Used 45 seconds out of the 60-second option. Jessie Gregory looked very, very good, and we are taking the attention to Paris Benegas, and Paris is also known for going big and going fast.
Yeah, Paris is a great rider too. You're about to see some big airs, lots of style. She's very, very comfortable on her bike. Check it out.
Look, oh my goodness, the first lady who went for that gap. Look at that air time, blasting out of that air into the wedge. Wow, Baz, I'm impressed. You said it before, female riding is on fire right now.
She's come out swinging, hasn't she? Look at this run so far. We've had big airs, big hip jumps, and look, as she heads towards the box jump.
Nice, tweaking things out, good pump.
High and stylish.
Lifting up her front wheel, a little bit of race experience. Looking super smooth. She's an absolute powerhouse here. Catching air over the spine. We call it the spine. It's like thinner than the blade on top with a double coping. Looking at the 5-second mark right now. Putting that front wheel now for a nose wheelie. And she is a pump. We can say thank you very much, or actually, in fact, muchas gracias to Paris Benegas here. Well done, girl.
Incredibly solid run. She went out there and she just let it all go. And she had speed, style. You know, she used every part of the course. The judges are really going to appreciate that.
Absolutely, without a doubt. Well-deserved performance coming out of the colt rider. And we are going back to the lady, and she, I want to say, is the pioneer of women's freestyle, ladies and gentlemen, Nina Buitrago. Yeah, Nina. You had the pleasure to have her, a little bit of a chit-chat with her earlier today, where she explained this footprint of a course. 40 seconds still to go for Nina. Good variation, taking one hand off, one foot off. Fast plant Baz, looking good so far.
Yeah, she's intelligent. She's been around for a long time. She knows what it takes to place well in contests, and it shows. Look at that double peg on the quarter pipe there. She knows exactly what the judges are looking for. Here we got that Smith grind on the 9-foot quarter pipe.
Yeah, Nina. 15 seconds. Come on, girl. Here we go. Nina Buitrago, and there is exactly the reason why she's a pioneer of the sport. So consistent, so experienced. Nina Buitrago out of Austin, Texas.
Very solid first one from Nina. She looks very happy. Do you see that Smith, Andy, on that 9-foot quarter pipe?
That quarter pipe is no joke. Let's say, not forget the size, but also the fact that it's out of concrete, which makes it even more gnarlier.
It's really scary to be in that situation. You know, you're a long way up, you're on your peg.
Angel Marino dropping in the American acclaimed win here in Mexico a couple of weeks ago, flowing over the course. She's known for going fast. And we do have to mention a little bit the fact that she's slightly handicapped. She has something like a slightly injured knee, which makes it really, really difficult for her to keep that pump up and keep the momentum up. But she's looking good regardless, Baz.
Yeah, it's all to play for today between Angie Marino and Teresa Azcóga. Teresa Azcóga will be watching this very carefully right now to, you know, figure out what she can do to improve and impress the judges a little bit more than Angie's doing, because it's all about the World Championships, Andy.
Exactly right, and she has a little more than 10 seconds still, to enough time to add some finishing, topping things and finishing moves for a first run here. Come on, Angie. All right, thank you very much. Good performance.
Really good start to her run, but she didn't quite have the finish for me. She needed to add a little bit more, but you know what? She's got 2 more runs to come out there and prove herself.
And the one girl that needs to prove herself is this good-looking female shredder coming out of northern Spain, Teresa Azcóga, doing it for Vans and fly bikes and TSG. And there is a reason why Teresa is sitting in that comfortable #1 spot. She is leading the 2018 World Tour so far, dropping in right now. And starting things off nice and easy with good old fast speed and style. Wow. Yeah, Teresa.
She's really demonstrated now, Andy, why she's leading our tour. Did you see that style over the first 2 hits? Look at that, nice toboggan over the box jump.
That's exactly those moves the judges want to see here.
She has a very stereotypical Spanish style. Spanish are very known for being stylish.
Wow.
See that? Can on the big quarter pipe. Keeping her speed. She knows she's probably done a little bit better than Angie already.
My goodness, what a beauty of a no-hander. Pushing the hands off the handlebar, pushing the bars into your laps, and then grabbing the grips back again before you land. And she made it look picture perfect. Teresa is mucho fuego right now.
She'll be very, very happy with that. You know, she would have been very nervous going into that first run, but she went out there and she put down a solid run.
She kept her smile. On top of that, she can be very happy, getting the love, getting the respect from all of the women here. Teresa absolutely shredded. Even Dennis Anderson walks by, giving like a sweet, decent high five.
Yeah, Teresa put in a great bid there to finish on top of the, finish top of the World Championship.
Teresa just run right there, just concluded all the ladies' first runs coming at a heat and number 2, which means all the ladies have 2 more runs. Good little chit chat here with Jessie. Jessie and Teresa met for the first time last year at the Vans BMX Pro Cup in Huntington Beach, California, which was Teresa's very first visit to United States at all.
Yeah, we could have some high drama here today, Andy, with Angie Marino's first run not being quite as good, but look at that, Peris Beniga's in the top spot.
Wow, Peris Beniga's top spot, followed by Lara Lessman, Nina Buchago, Teresa, the Spaniard, in 4th place, Nikita in 5th, and the Ecuador shredder, Anahi Valentina, in the current number 6 spot. Hannah Ramos in 7th, Jessie, Lotta Gruba, Angie Marino, the winner out of Mexico, currently in 9th, followed by Jay Lewis and Mar Esker. These are the current standings, but let's not forget that these are the current standings, and those points are progressive. They are still yet to be changed because the judging format will allow all the riders to change things and mix things up. So here's a little bit of a recap of what you just witnessed here out of heat number 2. Nikita absolutely shredded, airtime, doing the can-can. In the background, we hear the local crowd chanting, going and supporting the female shredders.
But this was an amazing run from Jessie Gregory. She had so much speed, and she really dominated out there. She went out there and was just ripping around the whole course. But look at this from Peris Benigas. Big transfer. Big on the quarter to flat bank. Look at that, big transfer, riding the wave. Really, really impressive runs from these females today.
Absolute powerful riding coming out of Peris Benigas. I want to say, looking at that run, I'm not surprised she is currently in that number 1 spot after heat number 2 and the first runs. Look at that, even pressing the front wheel down for a little bit of a finishing move. Or with the nose wheelie, that's why you roll on your front wheel.
But did you see that big air from Nina then, out of that really scary quarter at the back of the course? And there we see the double peg line on the coping.
Followed by the Smith.
That scary Smith on the 9-foot quarter pipe.
Followed by the Smith, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not familiar with BMX, the Smith grind is where you put the axle extension of your front wheel onto the coping, and the back wheel is on top of that ramp or the ledge. That's what we call a Smith stall. Or there is also the grind variation, and this is Teresa Ascoaga in her first run, catching air on the tombstone. Beauty of a can-can right there. Slightly hung up and smacked the back wheel on the coping, but no big deal. And the good news is all the ladies have 2 or more runs here to perform and to collect more points. And then we will see who will walk away with the 2018 World Championship title at the Vans BMX Pro Cup. Back to Nikita's second run. Oh, I slipped the pedal right there, but no big deal. She still got 45 seconds. And again, I hate to rub it in, but the judging and the contest format allows the riders and not to get deducted points if they slip a pedal every now and then.
That's right, Andy. The riders have a little bit more room to breathe when they're out there. They can make a mistake and recover. And she's improved that right now. She's recovered well from that first foot slip. She's heading towards the box.
Yeah. Oh, combination going for the XAP 1 foot combo. A little more than 10 seconds remaining for Nikita. Can she repeat another win after the win in Huntington Beach, California? That is the big question. She still has lots of opportunities. And speaking of Huntington Beach, we're taking it back to the HB local. Jessie Gregory about to drop in.
Prepare to see some speed, Andy. Check this out. Manual across the deck. Super difficult to keep your balance on those. As she heads into the skate park. Here she goes. Lots of speed, heading towards the wave. Rips around the corner.
Cranked it up till 11. Wow, look at that speed. Wow.
It's all about momentum, Andy, and she has plenty of that right now. Look at this speed.
Absolutely just inhaled that jump box. Yeah, Jessie. Keep that pump, girl. Come on.
Yeah,
pressing the front wheel down.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's exactly what the type of riding the judges want to see, you know? Little finishing, little different touches here and there. Just being original. And Jessie's second one was definitely original as well. All right, Paris dropping in.
Big can over the box jump. Nice toboggan over the hip. Ripping around the corner as she heads back down towards the wave. Where's she going? Big hip jump. High in the wave. Very good momentum so far from Paris.
And if you follow Paris Benegas on social media, you probably know already that she is also into martial arts, which probably explains a lot where that power comes from.
You have to have a lot of strength in your upper body and in your thighs to be able to keep your speed in a big skate park like this.
Oh-ho!
Just landed a little bit flat there. You heard her handlebars slide forwards on the stem.
All right, thank you very much, Paris Benegas. I think it's fair to say that she might need a 6mm Allen key to readjust her handlebar. As you said, we heard a little knack when she landed a little low and landed a little flat where the handlebars moved forward.
Okay, Angie. Okay, Andy. Nina Buitrago heading in now. Big tabletop on that 9-foot quarter pipe. I love that trick. She makes it look so good.
You can't beat style, and she actually owns that style. Look at Nina B shripping. Good air all over the hip. Come on, Nina.
Yeah, one hand, 1 foot on the quarter to bank.
The Austin shredder making BMX riding look very, very good right now. Austin is one of the BMX mecca and the wall ride.
Wall ride straight into a peg grind. She is killing it right now.
Was that the first wall ride we've seen all day coming out of the women's?
Certainly was, Andy.
And that is a wall ride transfer, which is even harder.
Essentially, you're riding along a vertical wall, so it's very difficult.
Wow, yes, Nina. Stoked for you. Again, I would like to take the attention back to that wall ride transfer. So you exiting one ramp, pressing the bike into like a vertical wall. You're riding that wall, and then you have to lift up your front wheel again just to transfer and enter back into the another one.
Indeed, very difficult. But you know what? Angie Marino has got it all to do in her second run. We know she's capable of more than she delivered in her first run, and it's all to ride for. The World Championship is on the line. Big turn down over the box. She started well.
She sits in second spot right now in the World Tour leaderboard right now. And right here in the contest, I believe it was in 9th place after all the ladies' performance. And she still had a lot of opportunities on remaining to collect more points. But the number one girl is to beat is none other than Teresa Ascoago.
Yeah, she's going to have to finish in the top spot with Teresa at least a spot or two underneath her to be able to take the World Championship.
The toboggan again.
Losing a little bit of momentum towards the end of her run.
All right, thank you very much, Angie. Second run in the books for the Colt rider. And Teresa, the Spaniard, is dropping in. And the Spanish crowd is going nuts. They're going wild, and they are cheering up the female local shredder here. Getting that pump in. All eyes on the jump box. Wow, a no-footed can-can. Ladies and gentlemen, no-foot can-can is a trick where the feet leave the pedals and you stretch both legs on the same direction over the top tube of the BMX bike.
Oh, beautiful step through over the hip, Teresa.
25 seconds still on the clock, Teresa. All right, gracias, Teresa. She finished off her second run after 40 seconds, not taking a use out of the remaining 20 seconds here.
I don't think it's going to be enough to put her on the top spot today, Andy, but it was still a solid run.
Without a doubt, Baz, without a doubt. There we see the sisters, actually, in fact, the Vans and Colt sisters here, Angie and Paris here on the big screens, waving here and greetings all the ladies and the people watching us live right now from all over the world. Welcome one more time. This is the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship in Malaga. And here's a quick little recap what you just witnessed in heat number 2.
If you have your smartphone and you're taking photos out there, I want to see on #VansBMX.
Nikita Ducaros catching air. Had a bit of bad luck, slipped the pedal in run number 2. Thumbs up from Jesse Gregory, who amazed us here with a really, really high-speed performance, powerful riding.
Yeah.
For coming out of the Californian.
Jessie looked very comfortable out there, didn't she? She looked very much at home on this big skate park. Plenty of speeds, plenty of style, and what an impressive run. You see that nose bonk over the box jump, Andy? Very different.
Yeah. Getting the carve again. Wow, that's a good fly out right there. Good performance counting out at Jessie. And this is the girl that is currently leading after heat number 2, none other than Paris Benegas.
And here you can see why she's in the lead. Look at that, nice transfer. And look, Nina Buitrago, big air on that 9-foot extension. One hand, 1 foot onto the quarter to flat bank. There's that wall ride, Andy, perfectly. And straight into the peg grind too.
Just loved it, good performance. Coming out of Nina B, greetings all the people back home in Austin, Texas. Angie Marino. All right, beautiful shots right there. And this is the current leaderboard. Paris Benegas remains in the number 1 spot, followed by Lara Lessman, Nina B, and Teresa still in 4th place. Nahi Valentina and Hannah Roberts. So taking a look at that leaderboard, all the ladies have one more opportunity, Baz, to collect more points. If you want to change that score, now in the last runs is the time to do so.
Andy, right now, World Championship leader is Teresa Ascoago, and if it finished in the standings as we saw now, she would take the World Championship. So Angie really does has to do it all in her 3rd run.
Nikita just dropped in for her first and final visit here into the women's finals in 2018. Getting that carve in. Again, if you want to change up that leaderboard right now, this is your chance, Nikita. There is a reason why Nikita won the Vans US Open of Surfing with the Vans BMX Pro Cup attached to it in Huntington Beach, California. Taking the speed.
That was a very good looking one-footed table into the quarter bank. See the 270 over the hip too? Nice flowing lines.
10 seconds to go for Nikita. Oh, yeah!
Incredible! Oh my, she finished with a massive 540 on that quarter pipe, Andy.
So this is the first female rider who are going for 1.5 rotations, also known as the 540.
That is the biggest trick we have seen so far in today's female final.
And this guy is a master of the 540, none other than the Fitz himself out of Hastings in the United Kingdom.
As Jessie Gregory drops in for a third and final run here in Malaga at the Vans BMX World Championships. Just looping out on that manual, unfortunately.
Slipping the pedal.
She's still got a full run to go, though.
No big deal. Again, the format allows a minor slipping from the pedals. There's that powerful speed.
She seems so much more comfortable at speed, doesn't she? As soon as she gathers some speed, she looks very much at home.
And again, I would like to take the opportunity to remind everyone, having that speed, you have to be full committed, because she is riding without any brake on her bicycle. So wherever she's taking that speed, whenever wall, on whatever trick, she needs to be full of commitment.
Indeed, very confident young lady on a BMX bicycle.
Jessie Gregory, thank you very much to Huntington Beach, and now back to Paris.
Check the speed, Andy. Here we go.
What?
Massive transfer across the whole skate park. Look at that.
What?
Huge air on the quarter to bank. She has come out swinging in the third run. Massive on the wave.
Goodness.
Wow, what a statement this is.
Look at this, and she's not slowing down at all. She's not slowing down by any means, taking that speed for another sweet kick out over the jump box. 30 seconds. She only used half of her last run yet.
Wow, this is incredible.
Taking advantage out of that extension. Paris looking very, very good and very comfortable here in the Ruben Alcantara skate park in Malaga.
Approaching the final 10 seconds of her run. This is it. This is what it comes down to, Paris. Can you finish?
4, 3, 2, 1. And that is a time.
Very impressive run. I really do think the judges will appreciate that, Andy. She had it all. She had lots of momentum. She started strong. She had a great middle, and she finished well.
Back to the Austin local, Nina Buchago. Yeah, Nina.
That's a scary quarter to air down there in that corner. None of the other girls have hit that other than Nina.
There is a difference also between airing a quarter pipe or also airing like a bowl corner. So you have to make sure like to place your front wheel on a super tight spot, because it's different leaving a line, a straight line on a regular quarter pipe or actually a bowled one.
Indeed. See those high-speed grinds from Nina? Really utilizing the pegs on her bike. Look at that. Peg still on the 9-foot quarter pipe, grabbing the seat. Very original.
Very original, very creative, and that's what we like to see here in the finals.
Really good 3 solid runs from Nina.
The gentleman in the white t-shirt you just witnessed on the left-hand side was actually the legend himself, Mr. Ruben Alcantara. This skate park is named after this Spanish legend.
But Andy, this is what it all comes down to. Third and final run for Angie Marino. She has got it all to do right now. She started well with that big air on the 9-foot quarter as she heads towards our box jump.
Going for a sweet turn down.
Really good click turn down. Looking like her best run so far.
Yeah, Angie getting the good little hip.
She needs to keep her momentum. This is very important.
25 seconds still on the clock.
Everybody's watching, Angie. Everybody's watching.
Her last little 15-second moments. Angie Marino looks like she's struggling a little bit with the energy. Again, she's slightly handicapped, injured her knee. But regardless, Baz, you know what? She came here on a mission, and she came here not to disappoint, and she did not disappoint by any means at all.
She rode very well, and like you said, she has a slight injury, so just really great of her to be out there. Solid runs, making it look good. The Colt rider, always a pleasure to have here at our Vans BMX World Championships. But here we have Teresa Azcóga dropping in. Third and final run. Look at that huge table.
That was probably the highest air.
Yeah.
And that what?
Andy, did you see that?
Oh my goodness! What is going on here?
She let go of the bike with all of her limbs. That's a nothing over the box jump.
Again, none other than the Fitz is bloody stoked. Yes, Teresa.
Big no hand over the box jump. We could be seeing our world champion right now, our world championship run, if you like.
Will this be the victory lap after the 2018 World Tour? 20 seconds still to go for Teresa.
And she doesn't need to win today, but she does need to place higher than Angie.
High air carve. Hipping it to the left-hand side. Where is she taking the speed? Another can flying out. Muchas gracias, Teresa.
Yeah, she looked like she knew she was going to be finishing higher than Angie in that run. She had a smile on her face.
What can I say? We just witnessed absolutely amazing BMX riding coming out of all of the female shredders here. 12 ladies in total, absolutely charge it. Sergio Laios here giving a big hug to his friend Teresa Azcóga, and there we have Angie Marino on the deck standing next to Perez Benegas. Those two fine female shredders also showing everyone what BMX riding is all about. Kevin Peraza, that's what I love that's what I like to see and love to see in BMX freestyle. The camaraderie, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, and it's strong. It is the competition in the end of the day, Baz, but we're riding together, we're shredding together. Look at those little snippets here coming out of the heat number 2 last runs recap. Here's Nikita, the Mongoose rider, the winner after Huntington Beach.
Yeah, she had a very solid run, but here was Perez Benegas. She had so much speed. Look at the height. Probably the highest air we saw today. Big over the box jump.
Powerful and fast riding also coming out of Nina Buitrago.
Yeah, very impressive, Nina. I think she approached the contest very intelligently. Look at that. Peg slide across the quarter, and look at that big air from Angie Marino to start her run. As she heads towards the box jump, that was a very quick turn down. Beautiful from Angie Marino.
And this is none other than Teresa Azcóga. Wow, doing a nothing. The reason why it's called the nothing Baz is, as you said, all the limbs are detached from the bicycle.
Very scary trick, Andy. You basically jump as high as you can and let go of everything and hope that you get back on, and she did. She did very well.
My big question now is, Baz, who will take home the win? Who will take home the win, not only here in Malaga, but who will claim the 2018 World Championship title? Who will walk away with that good-looking belt?
I mean, it's not a decision that I get to make, Andy. Fortunately, we have the best judges in the world to make those decisions, but oh my, what a contest that was.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it puts BMX freestyle riding for the women's class on a whole new level. Powerful, fast, we've seen the tricks, we've seen the creative lines, going to the left, going to the right. They actually made it look absolutely stunning.
So progressive, so awesome to see. And you know, Perez Benegas, she went out there, she so much speed, height, style. Beautiful riding from Paris.
So I want to ask you, being your rider yourself, and Paris is one of the ladies. Sorry, she came here for the very first time, so she only had the opportunity to ride this course for a couple of days in the warm-up. So not being a local rider, you have to be fully committed and you have to search for those lines.
Yeah, it's very difficult. You've got to go out there in the midday sun and practice with everyone and learn the lines. You know, when you don't ride here every day, it's difficult. And especially when in a couple of days' time, they're riding in front of all the cameras, all the lights, and all the fans. They have to really learn every nook and cranny in the whole big skate park.
Without a doubt, and as we can see, as we are preparing the prize-giving ceremony for the females, for all the ladies and the women here at the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship. And if you want to have a look here, ladies and gentlemen, if you liked what you see, but you want to see it again, this is your chance with the Red Bull TV Analyzer. Just go online and search for your favorite run here coming out of the Vans BMX Pro Cup in Malaga. You have the opportunity to see Angie's run again. You have the opportunity to see Teresa's run again. All that out the Red Bull TV Analyzer.
A very great tool, Andy. I'd love to see Teresa's Nothing again, so very good tool to utilize that. I'd like to maybe go back and have a look at a slow-mo.
Beautiful tool indeed, beautiful images, what we see right now. As I said earlier, as we are preparing the prize-giving ceremony for all the ladies, the gentlemen are getting warmed up and getting that blood flowing, because we are witnessing another badass finals after later today with the men's finals. 20 gentlemen will conquer this course, and I have a feeling it will be another extreme big highlight here to end the 2018 season. We're gonna, if you want to get prepared, what you might be exploring in the next couple of moments, this is a quick little recap after yesterday's men's semifinals. Ooh, that was a big hit. We'd love to see Jason Watts here dressed up as El Matador, big flap, backflip, tail whip, and you could already see the difference when it comes to physical power. What the men will absolutely unleash, an absolute firework in the upcoming finals. Tom Vanderborger, one of your guys, doing the full tall order, Baz.
Yeah, we saw an absolute battle out there yesterday, Andy. It was warfare. These riders went out there and they had to lay it down to be able to qualify to ride in our final today. And oh my, did we see some incredible riding, huge airs, massive tricks, but we're going to see so much more today, Andy. I guarantee you today in our final.
So if this doesn't make you hungry right now, I don't know what does. If you want to witness it live here on site or live on Red Bull TV, you're more than welcome to join us for the men's BMX finals. So Baz, I don't know about you, but if you want to put money on the table right now for the female, who will walk away with that money?
If you're asking me, Andy, I would say that
I am.
Potentially Paris might take the win today. She was great, but talking World Championships, I've got to go with Teresa. She held it together, she was consistent. And for me, Angie, although she's incredible, that little injury she's carrying today, it showed, and she didn't quite perform to the ability we're used to seeing her at. So for me, Teresa will potentially take the World Championship.
I would agree on that, absolutely. And being a rider yourself, you are probably the best out of anyone here to analyze what we just witnessed here after 2 amazing heats with 12 amazing shredders. As you see on the big screens or on the screens at home right now, there's none other than Pat Casey getting prepared for the men's finals. And in just a few moments, we will see if it's the lady on the left, Paris Benegas, or Lara on the right. And we are getting prepped and warmed up for the prize-giving ceremony. In just a few moments, we will see who will carry home that belt after the 2018 World Championship.
Indeed, Andy, indeed. High drama here at the Vans BMX Pro Cup. It's all to ride for. The World Championship is on the line. But what a contest that was. We saw lots of progressive riding from our females. very impressed with the future of the female BMX scene. Lots to look forward to in the future.
Without a doubt, Paris and Lara are just waiting for the results. They are just as excited as we all are, and as you said, fortunately, we're not the ones who decided. We're not the ones that sit on the judging tables.
It's a tough job, but we have the 4 of the best riders in the world judging. So, you know, you can't ask for anything more than our judges to be very experienced, professional riders. They know exactly what they're talking about when it comes to judging.
Mr. Larry Edgar on the screens right now, the gentleman on the left coming out of California. He's actually the gentleman who currently leads the men's class in the 2018 season, and with the unfortunately injured and out of competition Sergio Laios, the whole field might be slightly a little bit open and opens out another more opportunities for a couple of other gentlemen. Sergio's second place after Mexico got him really, really close. He's just tapping on that shoulder from Larry Edgar. All right, but another to talking. The moment we all been waiting for is about to happen, and back to you, Daryl, on deck.
Thank you, guys. Well, congratulations to all of our women who competed. Now I'd like to introduce our presenters. Our community representative, Ruben Alcantara. Our Vans BMX Pro rider, Sergio Leos. Our sports marketing manager, Ben Suprayan. And our Vans BMX Pro Cup representative, Jerry Batters. Well, now with no further ado, coming in third place, Lara Lessman. Second place, Teresa Azcoaga. And first place, give it up for Paris Beniguez. Wow, congratulations. I am down here with Paris Beniguez. Paris, congratulations. How does it feel?
I don't even have words.
Well, it definitely was amazing watching your riding. What was your approach out there for the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Champion Final?
I just wanted to go fast and have fun.
Well, you definitely did that. As our women's class progresses throughout 2018, any words to all of the women who are watching at home, cheering you on, and your fans?
Come and ride these contests with us, please. They're amazing and we need more girls.
Well, awesome. Congratulations, words of wisdom. Congratulations to Paris, Laura, and Teresa. Well, this has been an overall points series. We traveled around the world looking for a world champion. And here in Malaga at our inaugural kickoff for our women's event, it is my pleasure to say that our Vans BMX Pro Cup Women's World Champion is Teresa Azcoaga. Wow, congratulations. Congratulations, Teresa. How does it feel being here in Spain, your home country, and becoming world champion?
Can't believe that. Thank you so much to all people for the support.
Well, you have been a leader in worldwide sports for BMX freestyle. For all of our women athletes out there, your style has been blasting big airs. What has been your approach to the entire world tour?
I don't know.
Well, obviously a loss for words. This is special, a moment. Do you have any words for the female riders out there who are thinking about getting into BMX?
These old girls kill it this weekend, and thank you so much, really.
Well, we thank you for putting on one quite of a show. Let's hear it one more time for our world champion. What a competition. Let's check out some of these awesome highlights.
slides.